Sanchez said that he's going to beat the life out of Tom. What do you guys think about him talking with these tough words for Willie Zepeda? What do you guys think?
You go ahead first, Crush.
I bet. Well, what I think is, it's not even what I think. What I know is that he needs to back his words up this weekend. Um, anything else outside of that, and necessarily don't need to be said because I'm going to get straight to the point. And he needs to put on his best performance that he's ever done in his career. We're tired of hearing all this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I know I'm tired of it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are too. So at this moment, we are fed up with what you're going to do. Show us that you're going to do it. So I don't care about what he's saying. I hear it. But I've been hearing it for a long time, and it sounds like a song in rotation on the radio that you not liking like that. And it grows on you. So I don't no longer want to be immune to what everybody is saying. So Shakur needs to get busy this weekend. I think it's do or die. Not saying that his career would be necessarily over, but I mean, when it's going to get any better than what it is in our past.
Yeah, I think and we heard this before. He said this in the past of what he's going to do to an opponent, and then he get in the ring, and then we don't see that performance. We see a guy who is scared of the power and gets defensive, or who only looks for the perfect shot and doesn't let his hands go enough. Um, so this is a fight that can make or break Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson goes out there and do what he says he wants to do, or what he plans to do, then people will look at Shakur differently. If he goes out there and he shy away from the action and stay on the back foot and try to avoid contact with Williams or Pater, people gonna say, okay, this is the same old Shakur that we always get. So it he gotta back up what he's saying at some point. At some point, you can't just go out there and say what you're gonna do and never back it up. You at some point you gotta back it up. I mean, we see guys do this all the time. At least put the effort of trying to do what you say you're gonna do. Whether you get it done or not, at least try to put the effort forward of trying to get it done. So if you're not trying to put the effort forward, then there's no point of talking about it. The fans are not gonna buy into you. And I'll pass it.
Go ahead,
Um,
Puerto Rican one.
Obviously, I agree with the guys. I'm just honestly, if he doesn't do what I expect him to do, then just at this point, man, I don't understand what's what's all the hype about no more. It's just, he's being contradictive, like, oh, I'm gonna stop this dude, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then the last couple fights, he's doing well. His last fight, he looked all right, but it didn't and didn't impress me because again, the guy didn't have no experience and just I don't know, man. I need him to fight somebody with a name or something because at this point, bro, it's just I don't know no more. But that's all I got.
Yeah. BBO, you straight? Because we don't hear you. I don't know if you're talking or what happened.
What
Go ahead. There you
I'll
go.
say is that this is what I'll say. Salute to Miss Fields coming through. Salute to my brother Bentley, my man Daniel. Of course, my brother Mike Rim, the master angler. We heard about my brother Mike Rim catching the minnows fresh out the lake in Maryland. So shout out to my man Mike Rim. Um, and definitely shout out my man Anthony, man. But I'll just say this: the thing the thing with Shakur has, I'm not mad about him trying to press the fight. I'm not mad about him saying he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, because guess what? He's trying to sell the fight. I'm more mad about Shakur transforming. At one time, he said he was a black fighter. Now he's a Puerto Rican fighter. I just don't understand where this dual identity is coming from. I think he's gonna get in there, and I'm telling you, whatever he does, just win, baby. Like Al Davis said, because it don't matter what we say as fans. If you go on there with Willie Zepeda talking about what you're gonna do, you can get clipped and get out of here. And that's not a good way to live. You can't live off what people say. And what people say, as we heard, my brother Bradman tell Caleb Plant one time, F this crowd, F this crowd. Because at the end of the day, man, the fans can't fight the fight for you. If you are what we think you are, the most boring man in combat sports history, that's fine. He's not the first. He won't be the last. I think he should go in there, make it a boring fight like he knows how to do. I'm going to get a lot of rest when we covering it. But I just want him to do what he does best. As Coach Calvin said, do what you do. It don't matter what the fans say. Because at the end of the day, man, Shakur. He's the same guy flicking off reporters, telling people he's gonna beat up podcasters. He should just put everything aside, go in there, give us a masterful boxing exhibition, and beat Willie, because Willie is the best lightweight in the world. There's nobody that can see him. Maybe a guy named Lamont Roach, but I think Willie Zepeda is the best lightweight in the world. So let me ask you guys this. If he beats Willie Zepeda, does this make him the best lightweight?
No.
Come on. I'm not going to even answer that question, bro.
No, it's a simple answer. It's no. Doesn't make him the best lightweight. Doesn't make him.
What say you, Juan?
No, simple as that. No. If there's a man in Baltimore, Lil Red, there's the other one from DC. You still gotta go see them too.
But let me ask you guys this, and this is the thing that we can't usually bring up, because if we bring it up, Little Red fans will come up here and cuss us out and say we hating on him or we don't like him. But it's been a fact that Little Red does not unify. So why would we even think that we would get to see Shakur against Little Red? Why do you guys think we would see that fight if he's known not to unify?
I'm not sure that he's known not to unify. We seen where he tried to unify. Situation didn't go down the way he wanted it to go down. So because a man wasn't able to unify doesn't mean that he doesn't want to. He just wasn't able to go down.
But didn't his coach come out and say Shakur won't stand in front of us and let us do what we do? Ain't that what his coach said?
What that got to do with him unifying?
Because if his coach is saying something, that's coming from Tank, wouldn't you think?
What that got to do with him unifying?
In order to unify, you got to be in uncomfortable fights, and I think Tank is kind of excited. Wants to only fight these Gardners. What do you think?
You said the man wasn't. You said the man is a fact that he didn't try to. He never tried to unify. That's not a fact. He tried to unify with Loma. So what are you talking about?
He tried to unify with Loma on his way out, but we had.
It doesn't matter.
Dev
he tried
there.
To unify.
We had Tio there. We had only guy he fought at that time was Ryan, because he knew Ryan
didn't
was
try to fight Tank Davis when Tank Davis was there. I mean, when Tio was there, he got the belt.
Former unified champion.
Listen, when he got the belt, he only tried to fight one person. That was Kambosos. That's it. When he got the belt, the only person he went to go fight was Kambosos. He lost. So where are you talking about? He didn't try to unify with Tio. Tio only fought one person. He lost to Kambosos.
Yep, I'll go with that. But why did we never get the fight with young Devin Tank at 135?
With who?
With Devin Haney, former undisputed champion.
That more Dev's side, because he outgrew the weight. Like you could see he was cutting the weight. Even when you Dev was already at like what 50 16. Right? So you think about it. He's fighting
Salute
16. You know,
GD.
his name doesn't get
Appreciate you, brother.
he doesn't. Well, he does. He gets noticed. As a star in America at like 20. So you think about it. He's at the weight already at 20, 21, 22, 23. At that point, all men kind of start growing into their grown man weight. Like he's a grown man. That boy's bigger than everybody. Not saying that anybody was avoiding anything at that point. Like at that point, it's just like he knew he only had the Loma fight and the two fights left in him. At that point, when he went and got the belts, it's just like what else?
Well,
Made
let me ask you this. Go ahead. My bad. You still going? My bad. Go ahead.
No. Stop.
No, what I was saying. Well, when we talk about Shakur, going back to him, will he be blamed for not taking the fight with Abdul Wahid, or what do you guys think? Because I know that he turned Abdul Wahid down twice. What you guys say?
Would he be what? Would he be what if he didn't take the fight with Abdul Rahim?
But I'm saying, will history remember him negatively if he doesn't fight up because he turned down a fight Abdul
Absolutely.
Wahid?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If the fight is presented, if it's presented for him and he doesn't take it, yeah, they would look at him negatively. But if the fight is not presented to him to make that fight happen, no, I don't. I just think that that's a fight that the fans always wanted. But like I said, if the fight is not presented, so now we heard about the situation with there was a one fight deal on the table. He didn't take it. But we don't. I don't know if that was 100% true. We going by what Steven Espinoza says. Some people say that wasn't true. I don't know. All I know is if there's a fight presented for him and Tank Davis and he doesn't take it, yes, the fans are going to look at him like, why didn't you take the fight with Tank Davis? Because they already looking at him like, why you didn't take the fight with Devin Haney when you had an opportunity to fight for undisputed. You had a one fight, undisputed is on the table. You wanted more money instead of the accolades, which you said that's what you wanted. So it will be looked at him negatively if the fight is presented to him and he doesn't take it.
Well, that being said, how do you guys see this fight playing out? Because I think Shakur comes out way too clean in his fights. I don't know if Willie has a chance. What would you say? What would you guys say?
Who are you talking about against who?
We're talking about William Zepeda.
Oh, Shakur against Zepeda? I mean, like that. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like I think that's going to be a 12-0 fight for Shakur. I think William Zepeda is tailor made for Shakur Stevenson. Respectfully, I don't think he's going to be able to corner Shakur or trap him. I don't think he's going to be able to get any of that volume off on him at all whatsoever. And yeah, I see it being 12-0. Like I just see that being a range management clinic for Shakur.
I mean, I think Shakur wins the fight, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think it is. I think it's going to be a lot closer. I think Shakur wins this fight by split decision. I think a lot of people just overlooking the fact of what Williams Zepeda is able to do. It regardless of the fact that he's one dimensional or whatever have you, the man is able to do what he does and make it a tough fight. And we know that Shakur doesn't have the power to make Williams Zepeda not fight the style that he fights. I think Williams Zepeda is a guy that y'all don't understand. He's willing to take punishment and able to do what he needs to do. So I think Williams Zepeda is a tough fight for Shakur Stevenson, but this also can bring out the best of Shakur as well. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think it is.
Very possible. Not mine.
Go ahead. We ain't heard from you.
I think Shakur kind of beats him easily. I don't think what D said was wrong. I think obviously it could happen, but I don't see anything really Zepeda does that probably Shakur hasn't not seen. So it's just like at this point, what else could you really do for him?
Well, that being said, something that my brother Crush brought up today. Do you think that Shakur's running out of time at 135? You know, him and Tank are both getting older. What do you guys think? Is their time coming to an end at 135? Is it time to go to Abdullah Mason?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now,
No.
Doug.
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
All right. I don't know. Hey, well, first things first, man. Salute to my brothers up here, man. Nah, man, we got to remember Shakur started at 126. So he done moved up. This is third weight class already. I think he has plenty of time to continuously make this weight. I don't think his time is running out just yet. And he's still young. Now, give him probably 2 to 3 years at least before he moves to 40. And yeah, I think he should be able to make the weight fine now. You know what I'm saying? Because he started so low. I think that 35 is kind of where he'll be at the majority of his career.
At 5'8"?
And
say that again. Say that again.
I said at 5'8". At 5'8", you think you stay at 135 long term?
Long term? He only been there.
Like,
he only been there what? He only been there for what? What, like 3 years? He ain't been there for a long time.
He ain't even been there 3 years.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 years he's been there. So I wouldn't say it's long term. I would say the man. I mean, everybody doesn't grow the same pace. So just because a guy is 27, 28 years old and he's fighting at a weight class that you believe he should be fighting at a bigger weight class because somebody else that's the same age moved up much quicker, doesn't mean that man's going to move up quick. It all depends on how his body grows. We've seen him actually outgrow a weight class. I don't know if he's at that point where he's outgrowing 135.
And you got to remember, he only done had 4 fights. I think this is his 5th fight at 35. So, and every time he came in, one time I think when he fought De Los Santos, he probably weighed 132 or something. Like he was significantly under the 35 mark. So I think he's gonna be here for another 2-3 years at least, if not longer than that.
Well, that being said, Doug, just like that being said, Doug, do you think he'll struggle against a natural lightweight like Zepeda?
Hey, listen, I think he's gonna have a lot of I ain't gonna say a lot of trouble, but he's gonna have to push himself this fight, in my personal opinion. The volume is gonna be crazy. One thing that can stop that volume, you're gonna have to be sharp and accurate with your counters. You know what I'm saying? We know he's a counter puncher by nature and a hell of a defensive fighter. So he's gonna have to be sharp with him, and he's gonna have to clip Zepeda a couple times. And I'll just be honest, I think he got more power than Tevin Farmer, respectfully. I say that respectfully, in my personal opinion. And so I think he can hurt Zepeda. It's just, are you going to take the risk? Or are you just plan to be defensively responsible? You know what I'm saying? Tie up, fight off the back foot. If you do that, then you're going to lose rounds against somebody like William Zepeda. You're going to lose rounds.
Yeah, I think everybody look at the fact that Tevin Farmer was able to drop Zepeda and just automatically think that Zepeda is easy to be knocked down. I think you got to understand the situation. I mean, he got caught with a shot as he was going in, and he got caught with a shot, and it was a flash knockdown. It wasn't like he was wobbled or hurt or anything like that. He got caught with a shot, and it knocked him down. I don't know if Zepeda is a person that you can easily
he got caught in between punches.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying he does.
I don't know if he's a person that can easily be knocked down. I don't know if William Zepeda is that dude.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just talking about people in general. People automatically bring up, oh, Tevin Farmer dropped William Zepeda, so Shakur should be able to walk all over William Zepeda, or he should be able to stop William Zepeda. I don't think it's that easy.
I ain't saying that either.
I don't think it's that easy because, like I said, everybody said, oh, because of his style and William Zepeda is one-dimensional. Well, like I said, You saw the Madonna versus Floyd Mayweather. You saw the Floyd versus Castillo. Floyd is much more skilled than those guys, but those fights were close. And I'm not saying that Shakur is Floyd. I'm not saying Williams Zepeda is Castillo or Madonna. But what I'm saying is because a guy is much more skilled doesn't mean that it won't be a close fight. It all depends on whose head is in the game more and who's willing to, who has the biggest heart. Which one is the one to say, you know what, I'm a force my style. You're gonna either have to fight my style or you're gonna have to fight me to beat me. You're not gonna be able to do what you want to do and win this fight. So, and I think Williams Zepeda is more game. I think he sticks more to his game plan than Shakur would stick to his game plan.
One of the things you said, Free, and I agree 100%, when you brought up how people look at Tevin Farmer, and because of the volume that Zepeda throws, you know what I'm saying? He got caught in between shots, and that's what Shakur gonna have to do. He's gonna have to catch him in the middle of that volume. Once again, take that risk. You're gonna have to catch him in the middle of that volume and land something significant that it either slow the volume down or possibly knocks him down. One or the other. I don't know which will happen, and that's why I say I think somebody said they got it 12 rounds to 0. I don't see it that. I don't see. No. I see 8-4 maybe somewhere in there.
So you guys don't think
I think we could play the court start and put his hands in his. Say it again.
No, I was saying you guys don't think after 2 fights with Tevin that Willie's ready for this fight?
Damn, I can't finish a statement.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you. My bad. Go ahead. I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
BV over there snacking, man. He's snacking right now. And you ain't played my drop, man. You ain't played my drop, man. You ain't played my drop.
Let me get your drop on real quick.
But before you play it, just saying, like Free said, you're going to have to catch him in between punches, and you're going to have to do something that actually get his attention to slow that volume down to possibly hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do it, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night.
I think I think when you talk about Shakur, Free, when you talk about Shakur saying, like, you know, if Zepeda's gonna stay more with his game plan than Shakur, I think a lot of that is up to where he decides what he's gonna do. Because we've seen it with the dude, the African dude that he fought, and we've seen it with De Los Santos. Once he decided to use his legs and just use the jab to win the fight, that's all he's doing all fight. So it really depends on what he does. After the first round, we can tell what type of fight it's going to be.
Now, real quick, I'm just going to say, I think it's going to take a little longer than that because, you know, the first round kind of ends up being a fill-out round. I think we'll know what the fight going to be probably about 3 or 4. But if he going out there just to use his jab, fight defensively, you're not gonna get it. Like you're not gonna get it on the scorecards doing that, bro. It's not gonna happen because the man gonna throw 3 to 4 times as many punches as you are. So he's gonna be the aggressor. You're gonna have to let your hands go.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like Greg Hatchett said yesterday when we had him up here, he said Shakur likes to look for the perfect shot. He doesn't like to waste punches. With a guy like Williams Zepeda, you can't wait for the perfect shot. You got to make him have to worry about something because he's going to keep coming. And even if you make him worry about something, he's still going to keep coming. He's going to keep throwing shots. So looking for that's why I say I think a lot of people looking at this fight totally wrong. Shakur is not that guy that you say, you know what? Hey, he's gonna make Williams Zepeda respect him like that. Shakur is one of those guys, he doesn't waste punches. So he's going to be looking for the perfect shot. He's going to be defensively sound. And he's usually more defensively sound than he is offensively. So when you got a guy that likes to throw a lot of shots, who has decent power, I don't think Williams Zepeda is one of the biggest punchers at 135. I think he's a big puncher, but I don't think he's one of the biggest punchers at 135. I think he overwhelms you with his power, but he does have decent power. When you have a guy that has decent power and he throws a lot of shots, and you got a guy who likes to throw the perfect shot and wait for openings, it is a recipe for it not going the way that you believe it's going to go, because it could go where Zepeda get caught with a clean shot in between punches, or it could go where the guy that's the better boxer, the more defensive fighter, gets overwhelmed by pressure. So I just think a lot of people look at this fight a little bit differently than I look at it. I see somebody that's more defensively than he is offensively, and I see a guy that doesn't care about where his shots land. He just pressed the action and say, okay, one of these shots is going to land at the right spot. I don't care which one it is. I'm just going to throw until one of them do.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because one thing we got to be honest about is Shakur in all his fights comes out very clean. And we know that he's pretty weak mentally. We seen him today giving, I would say a colleague and Mike Coppinger giving the middle fingers like he was a 5-year-old in the backseat of his grandma's car. So I'm just wondering, can he handle if Zepeda puts hands on him? Because I think we missing the fact that Willie is a relentless fighter. TF had great success with knocking him down, but after that knockdown, he just went into warrior mode and just mowed through TF. And I thought TF won the first fight. I thought he lost the second one. So I guess I'm just confused on when no one's bringing up how strong that pressure can be. That pressure can be really tough, especially with a guy with gingerbread man hands. Because what happens if he breaks his hand in the fight? You know what I mean? Is the fight over? What do you guys think?
It could be. It could be. If that hand get injured and he's more worried about that hand than he is worried about the fight, it very well could get very ugly real quick for Shakur. But another thing is, like you said about TF, and what Doug Rice brought up with TF is TF was willing to sit in the fire. I don't think Shakur is going to be willing to sit in the fire. He was able to sit in the fire and catch Williams Zepeda in between shots because he was able to sit in the fire. I don't know if Shakur is going to be wanting to do that. I think Shakur is more so, like I said, he's more defensively. I think he's more so looking to not get hit than to sit there in the fire and say, you know what, okay, I'm looking for the perfect shot, and the only way I can get the perfect shot is by sitting in the fire. Well, I'm just not going to get the perfect shot tonight. I'm just going to use my jab and use my footwork the entire night.
Man, and the interesting thing, real quick, the interesting thing about what Free just said. So one thing about Tevin Farmer, outside of his last fight, respectfully, I say that respectfully. Outside of that fight, Tevin Farmer, he got very good upper body movement. You know what I'm saying? Keep his head off the line the majority of the time. Shakur, he's more of a I'm gonna take that half step back guy. You know what I'm saying? And with the and so the only way you can sit in the pocket is if you're going to keep your head off the line, you moving side to side, you know what I'm saying? You seeing, you catching, those type of things defensively. When we talk about how good Shakur's defense is, it's the footwork and the half steps back. That's really what it is. And I look for, and I think he can do it. I just don't think he's shown it enough. And so in this situation, and I agree, I think somebody said, hey, BVO called a man Willie. I ain't never heard nobody call William Zepeda Willie. But
that's what I always heard somebody's name, William named Willie. I never heard no other way.
Hey, they call him, hey, look, call him Bill, man. Hey, that's what you call him, Bill. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. But Bill, I have no clue.
Yeah,
BVO. But I'm just saying, hold on. Go ahead. Finish up, Dub. Finish, Dub. So my bad, because I don't want to step on you. Go ahead, Dub.
Did I cut out? Did I cut out right there?
Yeah, you cut out
a little bit.
Go ahead.
See, and I don't know what's going on, man. I keep getting this message across the top of my screen talking about news, something. I don't know what it is.
Man,
but
it's that Obama phone you got, man. You don't turn that shit off.
I ain't on the phone. I'm not even on the phone. What are you talking about?
Trump had you right, so.
He fresh out the kitchen, man. Give Juan a break. He been making bacon, egg, and cheeses and ham sandwiches all day. The fuse got him told up.
You got the $5 internet.
All I'm saying, at the end of the day,
whatnot.
But for you to stand in the fire, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your head off the line. And if you're not keeping your head off the line, then it's hard for you to stand in that fire. So I gotta see how the fight play out. Like I said, I got Shakur winning, but I think it's a much closer fight than a lot of people are saying.
Exactly. I think Shakur is going to win by split decision. I think he's going to win, but I think it's going to be a split decision. I don't think it's going to be a unanimous. I don't think it's going to be a wash or anything like that. It could be. If Shakur is what we believe he is, it could end up that way. I just don't believe that it's going to end up that way because I think Williams Zepeda is a lot better than what people giving him credit for.
But let me
I can't go split decision because I don't even know how to pick a split decision. I don't even know how that works. To say it's going to be split, I can't pick that. But at the same time, I do think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm cutting out my. Hey, like you said, my internet raggedy, so I don't know what's going on.
But I'll just say this, and then we'll go back to you. And I'm going to bring my man Ryan Leslie, aka B3, in here. So I want to bring Ryan Leslie in too. But I want to say this, man. The thing I'm so confused about is when we talk about Shakur, we got to remember he got a lot of like feminine ways. You know, we seen him at the Olympics on our greatest stage. I don't like to lose. And he cried like a newborn. And, you know, he was like a lady. He put his back against the wall and just slid down the wall. And I don't understand. And he said it before. If y'all cheat me, I'm out of boxing. So with girly men like that, I just don't think you guys are giving enough credence to that. Might hurt him because Willie Zepeda is a monster. You know, he grew up on tortillas and beans. This is a dude that's ready to go.
All,
because anybody would have quit. Let me say this real quick before y'all go. Anybody would have quit the way TF was doing him, man. Because TF, people don't realize he was whooping Zepeda's tail, man. As my grandmother said, he's whooping that tail, man. It wasn't even until the end, till like the end, he was whooping on Zepeda. And I think Zepeda just shrugged that off and came forward. So I'm just wondering, without any real adversity in a fight, can Shakur actually stand up to the challenge? Just like we seen Little Red. Say what you want. It was against an absolute bum and Mario Barrios, but we seen Little Red pull something from that we didn't know he had. And he went in there and stopped it. So that's what I mean when I say, does Shakur have the intestinal fortitude to do something? I'm just wondering, but you guys go ahead.
You also got to remember,
you always bring up the fact that he cried on at the Olympics. I mean, it ain't the first time. It ain't the first time that we hear grown men crying when they lose. I mean, we see it at the Super Bowl. We see it at the NBA Finals. We see it in World Series. I mean, we see it all the time. People cry. We saw Floyd cry. Floyd cried and he got a silver medal. So I mean, it happens. I mean, guys put in a lot of time and effort. It don't matter if he got robbed or not. He cried. The people put in a lot of hard work and a lot of effort, and it doesn't come out the way they expect it to come out. So they cry about it. But nevertheless, I think Shakur is a better boxer than Williams Zepeda. That's not a question. Does he have more heart than Williams Zepeda is the question. Because I think Williams Zepeda is willing to go through anything to get the job done. I don't know if Shakur is built like that. Willing to go through anything to get the job done. I don't know if he's built like that. Not saying that he ain't, not saying that he is. We haven't seen it.
I mean, to tell you the truth, right? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a quick question. If TF was a little bit younger, does Williams Zepeda beat him?
If TF was a little bit younger and the fight play out the way it played out the way we seen it play out, I think Williams Zepeda still wins. I don't think the youth had anything to do with it. I think the fact that Williams Zepeda just kept the constant pressure on TF. I don't think it had anything to do with the youth. TF was doing his job, his best, but the pressure was the problem. I think a lot of people succumb to the pressure, and I think that's what Williams Zepeda he counts on. He counts on the fact that regardless of how many times he's going to get hit or regardless of how many times he might miss, he's going to break you down at some point. At some point, he's going to break you down, and he's going to have his way to where the judges say, "Yeah, we got to give it to him." So I think that's what he counts on. So I don't know if Tevin Farmer wins if he was younger. I think Tevin Farmer effort was there. It's just that he succumbed to the pressure.
Now, real quick, and just following up on that, because BVO asked the question earlier about Shakur being at 35, that type of thing. I believe Williams Zepeda done been at 35 his entire career. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he has. And my question would be, what's the weight cut? I think he wait. What is he? 30 now? 31? I think he getting up there as well. So what's the weight cut gonna be for him? You know what I'm saying? And the same way we asking, you know what I'm saying, with Shakur being as big, or not we. Let me rephrase that. As my brother Sombrero, respectful. I say that respectful. I love my brother, but as my brother Sombrero is asking about, but as he asking about Shakur, I think that same question could be asked. That same question could be asked about Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him being the older fighter. What's that weight cut gonna be like? So
I mean, if he eating daggone beans and tortillas like BVO said, he could probably make the weight cut for a long time.
He's not a big lightweight though. Like even
hey B3, what you got? What you got for me, B3? B3, we ain't heard from my light skinned brother B3.
I still gotta get my drop now. I gotta get my drop.
We know you love Shakur. Well, let me do that now. Let me get Dove drop out the way.
I do it for the children. You can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody. The Varnell man, did you mean he's mine?
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Man, salute to
all. What you got for us?
Man, salute to all the guys. It's funny that BVO didn't play the No Diddy drop after he was calling this man Willie. The only Willie I know was Beeman. 100%. Right.
Oh no! Don't forget about Craig Daddy now. That's
Willie's
son. Except Bill Haney, everybody I know named William is named Willie, bro. So that's why I thought his name would be Willie, bro.
That's most Williams are named Bill. I got an uncle and a grandfather, both named William, and their nickname is Bill. I don't know any guy named William. Their nickname is Willie. I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't know none.
Hey man, Willie sound too hillbilly, man. So that's why they named me Bill. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few of them with that name Willie. Man, Willie sound hillbilly, bruh. Hey, I'm just being honest. You know, that sound hillbilly-ish like a mug, boy. That's beyond country. That's beyond backwood country. That's why they say, even though my name is Will, you call me Bill. Why I can't call you Willie? What, Willie? Like a wet Willie and all that stuff. I know guys named Willie used to get roasted to the Johnny Gills. No, that's why they're not having.
I mean, I thought BVO would know that because you got William Haney. They call him Bill Haney. His first name is William. I would think you would know that.
I always heard Williams go by Willie, man. I don't know. You guys are just picking on me, man.
Go ahead, B3.
No, man, we hipping you to something, BVO. You didn't know, bro.
William Clinton is who? Bill.
Nah, let's just be honest. The little Hispanic fighters, they tickle BVO. You know, he's a He's a 6'5" big black guy, and he look they amuse him, so that's why he gives them nicknames.
Oh
Uh,
man.
but shout out,
Oh man.
but
You out of
I
order, man. I hate
what
to say that, but you out of order, bro.
what I
You out
what
of
I
order.
will
You
what
want
I
somebody
will
to put hands on you, man. You want somebody to put hands on you. How was you doing? How was you want? Hey, you gonna be running your mouth. I'm gonna see you July 26th. You gonna smell that bond number 9. There's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
I'm going
hands
too.
and feet
You
for
heard?
you. But go ahead.
no, what I was gonna say is and just to keep the theme of the show going, I do have Shakur beating the bean burritos out of Zepeda, respectfully.
Not the bean
Um,
burritos. Y'all are
yeah,
all out of order.
yeah,
No,
it's
no.
gonna be
Wait a
it's
minute.
gonna
That's in order. That's in order. He probably do. He probably love bean burritos.
be
That's in
Yeah, he
order.
gonna
Y'all
he
that's a
gonna
all
have to.
staple.
out of order.
Yes,
I
I
never, I never,
do.
I never knew
Guap,
of a daggone Mexican Muslim. I never knew of a Mexican Muslim being burrito.
Hold on. He Muslim? He Muslim?
No,
I
man,
ain't
you
oh
heard a
know
man
he be
from
man,
talking out
Muslim.
his tail, man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know if I never heard if he was mean or anything like that, but yeah, he might like guacamole burritos. I don't know, man. That's that man's
Hey,
business.
go ahead, three. Go ahead, three.
Nah, that was pretty much it, man. Of course, I just got Shakur beating up Zepeda. I don't think Zepeda's gonna show Shakur anything new that he hasn't seen. He's straight up and down. As we can see, he's never been a champion. This would be the highest level fight, and we know Oscar was delaying this fight for the longest time. It took a turkey bag to come in to make this fight, so. I don't got no trust in Zepeda. The only thing that can help Zepeda out in this fight is if Shakur hands give him trouble in this fight and he can't throw his right hand or throw his left hand. Something goes on. Other than that, it's gonna be a wash.
I mean, we just got to be
So
honest. We just got to be honest real quick. William Zepeda, what his best win is what? Jojo Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and no disrespect to JoJo, no disrespect whatsoever, because I watched him. There was times he landed some great shots on Devin, so shout out to him. But I mean, the man, all right, we gonna see what happens. But I don't, like I said, I think it's gonna be a closer fight than people expect. But I still think Shakur wins, and I think it'll be unanimous. Some 8-4 is
I got
what I'm sticking with. I'm sticking with 8-4.
uh, I got a question. Have we seen a fight outside of the De Los Santos? Because I don't even know if it was the De Los Santos fight, but have we seen a fight outside of De Los Santos where we saw that Shakur's hands was bothering him? Because according to his grandfather, his hands been hurting for the last 7 to 8 fights. He
When he
hurt his
fought,
hand
when he
he hurt his hand in the Josh Padley fight. I didn't see no
Yeah,
effect of his hand being hurt in that fight. So
he kept
what
shaking
fight
him.
what fight
when he
have you
fought
saw that in the fight that you saw that his hands was affected in the fight? Not
not
after
Yeah,
the
not
the
fight.
the Josh
affected,
the Josh
not
Um,
Padley fight,
affected,
the
but
last fight.
he shook
when he
his hand
fought
against the
Yoshino,
Japanese dude.
When he fought Yoshino, he was shaking his hands like he
But
had
he
something
but he
going on.
stopped he stopped Yoshino. He stopped
Yeah,
that
No,
he
he
man
stopped
stopped
him. He
Yoshino.
like
stopped him. He
five
stopped him.
Yoshino
rounds.
went
No, he
with
did not stop Yoshino. The referee stopped it. He called. He
That,
he
Yeah,
was saying
that's
too
what we're
much.
saying.
Yoshino with
He
a
didn't
body
punch.
shot.
Nah,
The referees
Yoshino was standing up.
if the referee stopped the fight, that's still a stoppage, bro. Come on now.
He stopped him with a
Nah,
body
it's a
A
shot.
win is a
difference.
win.
Nah, it's a
A
difference if
win
it
is a
go from
win.
a punches. Referees be effing up a lot.
I'm gonna tell you this. Because I know Devin Haney is your Lord and Savior. So I'll say this. Keep in mind, Devin Haney got 15 knockouts and Shakur got 11. They both at about 46%. They really both ain't really beating nothing out the window, man. They just not. I mean, so I get what you're saying, but I'm telling you, when he fought Yoshi off Mario, them hands was shaking, dude. I just think no matter what, if I'm Willie Zepeda, I'm gonna be dirty, man. I'm gonna hit him in the nuts. I'm gonna grab his knuckles with my gloves. I'm gonna try to like wring his neck because that's the only way to win. You gotta really get under Shakur's skin. Now, I'm gonna probably call him a B. I'm probably gonna talk about his father, ask him where his father's at. a lot of stuff because I'm telling you, you cannot let Shakur Stevenson come out clean, man. If not, it's going to be an easy fight for him. It's going to be an easy fight.
Is this what we actually talk? Are we actually saying you got to go in and be dirty to win a fight?
No, to throw him off his game. What was my man Mayorga was great at that. Remember Mayorga when he grabbed Shane Mosley's ladies behind?
But see, that's what that side is used to, Dub. As you can see, that's what Ryan and Oscar, that's the same ploy they did to beat Devin. They cheated him, they purposely missed weight, they used performance enhancing drugs. So these
a commercial came on when you talking that crazy stuff. My
Hold on,
bad.
what just happened?
A commercial popped up when you started doing all that.
I mean, we know you gonna put your sombrero on and protect your brother Oscar De La Hoya. But we know.
Hold on. You about as bad as your boy Hot Plate Juan over here, man. What are you talking about, Oscar? Man, you talking about one of the greatest fighters ever lived.
What I say?
You call that man Hot Plate?
What I say?
Remember all that disrespect.
You thought? I mean, I would expect you to cover up for the fishnet god.
Hold on.
I mean,
you
that's the guy you gonna protect.
You never made a mistake.
That's not a mistake.
I never in heels in a fishnet.
We did that on purpose.
BVO gonna stick up for all the Mexican fighters. He's Mexican.
No. I think Oscar's a homosexual. That's why he did that on. But
you just said it was a mistake. You said it was a mistake.
I think it was a mistake. That's what he said.
Man,
I'm telling you what I think. I think he's a homosexual though. That's just me.
You out of order.
Because he got the blow up doll girlfriend. I don't know nobody that would think a woman like that's attractive.
I got a real question for everybody. What's going on with the Canelo camp, man? Somebody need to go down.
Hold on. We're not talking about that, bro.
Somebody needs to go down for a kingpin charge over there.
We're not bringing that up, bro.
Hey, Free, they got more drugs over in that camp than the cartel, do, don't they?
Hold on, John. We're not even talking about that. That's
and the number one supplier right above me, BVO. You know he had that clenbuterol since about 2011.
Yeah, he got what you need.
Then the plug.
All I say is this. We not. I didn't even.
No, all I'm gonna say is stay away from Emiliano Vargas. Stay away. You can't go 100 feet in his path. We don't need no clenbuterol on Emiliano. He's gonna be the only untainted Mexican.
Hey, look, hey, B3, if BVO ran up to Emiliano, he might fall out like the dude did in England, like with Floyd. He would have fell out on the ground.
I don't know about that. I would say William might be the only untainted Mexican. I don't know about Emiliano because remember,
hold on.
did pop dirty.
He did.
He did. I forgot about that. He did
pop like father, like son.
It's in the blood.
Like father, like son.
He said it was by accident. You said it was by accident? Boy, that boy
but you know what I say? You know what I say? This is what I'll tell you guys, man. This is what I'm gonna say. Number one, Jehovah is kind. So people make mistakes all the time.
Oh, no. Here we go.
I get it. But we're not gonna sit here and denigrate Ellie Reynoso or Canelo who have done nothing.
We're not denigrating anybody. We're just telling the truth. We're telling the truth about what they done did.
Yeah, hold on.
If 7 people in your camp, real quick, if 7 people in your camp pop, if 7 people with us, if 7 individuals end up with tax evasion, we out of order. So when 7 people pop dirty in your camp, you out of order, brother.
Eddie Reynoso make Victor Conte look like a choir boy.
You can't even hold on. BVO, can you not say that Eddie Reynoso clearly has something to do with this? You can't say that?
Listen.
I think he does. But I'm telling you, I don't blame him. He's not shooting nobody with no drugs.
You don't know that? You don't know that?
All I know is somebody needs to go down for a kingpin charge over there. That's all I know.
Hey,
I think
look,
Personally,
somebody.
they already got your boy Chavez Jr. They already got him for dealing with the cartels. Hey,
Yeah.
Reynoso might be doing the same thing. I don't know. I'm
Let
not.
me ask this for the
I don't
record.
know.
Well, let me say that.
Is
Let me
the
say this before you say that. Let me say this before you say that because I did get an update.
okay?
So apparently, Chavez Jr. was working with the Serenos, who have ties to the Mexican mafia. So apparently, he wasn't kicking back the money he was supposed to kick back to them, and that's what led to a lot of what you said. He actually had somebody from jail snitch on him and cooperate against him. And again, I want to also reiterate that the U.S. government said Jake Paul had nothing to do with this, and that he was a good, upstanding businessman. So I want to make sure I said that. But go ahead.
Who cares about Jake Paul? We talking about something totally different right now.
that's BVO's favorite fighter.
BVO, I need your Cleveland promoter rankings.
Hold on,
Who's the top three?
Hold on, Dub. Them dudes came downtown and violated Jake's civil rights in FBI jackets. Carried computers out.
And
It was all over the news.
They didn't violate his rights. If they would have violated his rights, they would have took him to jail. That's what that would have been violating his rights. Confiscating possible equipment that's gonna be used in an investigation against Chavez. That ain't free. I tell you, free. Is that legal if you got a warrant?
You shouldn't be able to come in my business and take computers out, Dub. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's crazy.
Why not?
Okay, so what's the difference of him coming in your business, your business that you own? What's the difference of him coming in your business, taking some computers out, and what's different from going into your home? What's different? Both of them you own. You own the home, you own the business. They both yours. They both got computers in there. What's the difference?
But this is the thing I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand.
We didn't ask what we asked. He asked what the difference was. He didn't ask what you didn't understand. You got to answer the question first.
You got to take BVO back to high school.
Jesus Christ! Somebody come and help him. He needs some help.
Security.
BVO, rather you violate your tear up the home instead of tearing up your business. The business, you got insurance, you can go ahead and get that fixed back up. The home, you got to live there. You got to sleep while they fixing that stuff back up. So you rather them tear up the home than to tear up your business. That's what you prefer.
I want them to have it right.
Leave my business sacred. Right. Go tear my home up.
All I'm saying is this. You can't just run in my crib because you think something happened.
If I got a warrant, if they got a warrant, they can.
Absolutely.
Man, that's whack, dog.
So how you think they was able to go in puffy houses? Because they had a warrant. They didn't go in and say, "Hey,
I'm not bringing up somebody who got acquitted. I'm talking about somebody where somebody run into your house. I'm talking about somebody running your house and do that. But we're not gonna get into this, man. We already agreed. Jake Paul.
You brought it up.
Nobody else wasn't talking about Jake Paul, brother.
You brought it up.
We got a big card coming. We talking about Friday with Jake Paul. We're not gonna focus on the evil. But go ahead, guy.
Security. No, what I will say,
where is security at?
Jake Paul is he about to rewrite the record books. He's gonna put on a fight card that had the most championship bouts on a single card. So he's doing something good. I mean, I think he got like 4 or 5 championship fights on this female card.
Yeah, and he got the GOAT coming back.
Shout out to the women, man. Shout out to the women.
Yeah, shout out to Alicia Bongo.
And Alicia, respectfully, and I love her. She's gorgeous. And can fight, but she's not the GOAT. She's definitely not the GOAT.
She's undisputed, though. What are you talking about? She's undisputed.
Yeah, I mean, you got a female that's in the main event that's more decorated than Alicia Bungard.
Taylor?
If you want to say Katie is more decorated than Alicia, that's your opinion. My opinion is Amanda Serrano is more decorated.
So you got two. You got two. You got two that's more decorated.
Right. Amanda Serrano is what, an 8 division champion, former undisputed champion as well.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And Savannah Marshall got the Franchon win, so I put Savannah over her too, respectfully.
I don't know why we never got. I don't know why we never got Alicia Bongana versus Amanda Serrano. They was both at 130. I don't get it. That's the fight we need. We need the GOAT versus Amanda Serrano. That would prove who's the real GOAT of boxing right there.
No, it wouldn't, because the real GOAT of boxing, and I don't know why you want to disrespect this young lady in Clarissa Shields. I don't know why you want to disrespect her.
Because she from Michigan.
That's the
That's
real
all.
GOAT. That's the real GOAT of
Oh
boxing.
Lord.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if she was from Cleveland, she would be the GOAT. But she's from Michigan. He's biased.
No. Alicia Bungon is from Fremont, Ohio, bro. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Ohio runs boxing. Ain't that where you from? Ohio?
I'm from
You
Cleveland.
ain't fooling nobody.
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland's
Yeah,
not in.
Ohio
Hold on.
stick together.
Cleveland's not in Ohio.
Cleveland's
Yeah.
his own thing. It's his own
Oh,
thing.
Somebody get him a
hey,
man.
Cleveland's own
Somebody
country
get
now.
him a
Here
man.
we go. Now Cleveland is a country, y'all. Everybody,
Somebody get
I
him
want
a
y'all to
man.
know Cleveland is a country now, according to BVO.
Nah, I didn't say it was a country. You see how you do that, Doug? You're not gonna use the country
What you
boy
said?
tricks
What you
on me.
said?
You're not using the country boy tricks.
Is
on
it
me.
a state? Is it a state?
I seen senators, man. I know what you're trying to do.
Is it a state? Is it a state?
Cornbread. I see what you're trying to do.
Is it a state?
No, it's not a state.
You get mad.
No, it's a city. It's a city,
It's a
correct?
city.
And it's a city in Ohio, correct?
Hey, we're not doing all the actual factuals, but back to
Well,
the
if you
facts
ain't gonna
don't
answer
mean
that,
nothing.
we at least need to know.
The facts don't mean nothing, y'all.
Of course not.
Oh my God, bro! I can't with this dude.
But
We at
I'll
least
say
need to
this.
know what you got against our dark skinned sister Clarissa Shields, the GOAT. I mean,
I don't think
that needs to
Alicia
be spoken
Bungon is
on.
dark skinned.
But
no,
here we
what did
go.
you say? Hold on, who did you say? I'm trying to think of who you said. Seriously, who did you say?
The one that has a biopic out as an active fighter, Clarissa
Who?
Shields, the GOAT.
I'm not familiar with her. But moving on, I want to ask you guys a question.
Well, like Roger, like the Black Mamba would tell you, most folks don't know shit about boxing, so we understand. We understand.
Hold on. We don't acknowledge people who disrespect promoters who try to put money in their pocket. So we don't got no respect for Clarissa Shields. But we moving on. When you disrespect Cleveland,
here we go. The Cleveland promoters.
We got no respect for her, man. We got no respect for her.
Security. Damn.
This dude been shining Jake's shoes for a week.
Hold on, we got no respect for who?
Hold on, free. We need you to put your uniform on and go to Cleveland, brother. We need your uniform on. Go to Cleveland.
What's going on,
take your handcuffs with you. You know what I'm saying? Take the handcuffs and lock this man up because he out of order.
And take a little side pistol so you can throw a dirty one on him. So when you pop him, it's all. It's all good.
Hey, all I'll say is this, man. Tupac said he caught a plate late last evening in Cleveland. He didn't say that about none of y'all cities, but he said that about Cleveland. So
who cares?
Keep that in mind.
And the great and we know we're gonna always bring this up. The great Aries Spears called Cleveland America's rectum.
You said that pretty joyous, man. Something's wrong with you, man. Something wrong with this guy. But I'll say this though. All jokes aside, man, I'm excited about this weekend because we got Dub right side calling the fights, and you know the thing that we gonna see too. I think we're gonna see a great performance by Shakur Stevenson, man. I think all jokes aside, I think he's gonna put on a masterclass. He's been begging for this fight, and I hope he go in there and actually fight and don't put us to sleep. Because Shakur Stevenson is one of the best fighters in boxing. Even though he got kind of a girly man thing to him, as a fighter, he's second to none. Only thing I will say is how long is he signed to Jay Prince? It seems like when Jay Prince get a fighter after Floyd, they be signed for life. How is he so entrenched with Shakur? I don't get it. What do you guys think about
Andre
that?
Ward.
Man, I don't understand why Shakur was signed with him and not signed with Al. I don't get it. But
well, we know why Shakur signed with him and not Al. I mean, Shakur said he liked the fact that they had a banner with his name on it, so that's why he went over where he went. He was impressed by the bling that they put out there for him.
That's a true story about that.
They rolled out the red car for him.
Yeah, that's what Shakur said. That's what he said.
I didn't know. I didn't never heard him say that. I said that's a true story.
And of course, Tank told him not to sign with Floyd as well.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't want to sign with Floyd. I mean, if you look at all of the fighters that he had at the time, the only person that was getting any exposure was Tank Davis. So I wouldn't necessarily go over there and sign with Floyd, knowing that all the exposure is going to Tank Davis. It's not going to anybody else. He had Mickey Bay on the roster. He had what's the guy
Badu
name?
Jack.
Badu Jack. He had, and then he had the young guys that was behind.
Julian Love.
He had the young guys that was coming up that wasn't getting
Yeah,
any
Africa
exposure.
too. Yeah.
And
That's
then
why all those
Beatty.
guys end up leaving because they wasn't getting any exposure. So I wouldn't have went to Floyd. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not mad at him signing with Top Rank. I mean, that it got him to where he's at now. So I'm not mad at that. I just think the reason that he went over there was bogus. I'm listening to the reason why he signed with him. I'm like, so that's all it takes. Okay, if that's all it takes, then all right. You see the situation you in now. You over there trying to get fights, and he don't have nobody for you. I mean, that's another thing. He signed with Eddie Hearn. He signed with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn hasn't put a single fight on for Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
He put a single fight on. All the fights that they put on been by Turkey.
It seemed like Eddie Hearn is only spending money on Raymond Ford, which is a shocker. That's the one American I can see him spending. I'm sure you laughing, but you can tell he's spending money on.
You got Khalil Cotto rematch too, though.
I mean,
I'm just saying he ain't putting no money behind Shakur. He just taking money from Shakur because he ain't put a single fight on for Shakur. Not a single one.
Let me ask you guys something.
Hold on. What about Boots? Y'all forgot about Boots. He got Boots over there.
He's putting it on.
And Eddie built Devin up, so he has to get that.
But Eddie Hearn put fights on for Boots.
Floyd built Devin up.
He put fights on for Boots.
You said
he didn't put no fights on for
Floyd
Shakur.
built Devin. Floyd built Devin. I mean, and really, if you want to be honest, Devin kind of came to prominence, kind of like stick riding Tank. Like that's why people know him, because he kind of was stick riding Tank.
Here we go.
Floyd ain't built no Devin. Ain't nobody know about Devin and Floyd until the whole Tank and Devin situation came about. That's when they started hearing about Floyd and Devin. Nobody knew about that. Devin was making his name on his own merits. He wasn't making his name.
Devin grew up in the Mayweather gym, man. Stop playing.
Where he started at as a kid has nothing to do with what he did in the pros. He made his name off of his own merits in the pro. It had nothing to do with Floyd. They didn't know about Floyd until the whole Tank and Devin situation came about. That's when we started hearing about Floyd. It wasn't about Floyd prior to that. We didn't hear nothing about Floyd and Devin. We only knew about Floyd and Tank. We didn't know nothing about Floyd and Devin. Most people didn't even know who Devin was. It was Devin was building his name on his own merits.
Well, somebody get him some milk.
Devin was a guy that Floyd Sr. thought was going to be his next fighter. So I don't know. I'm not take the word for it, but what they said was that Floyd Sr. made it clear this was my guy. This is my next guy.
When was Floyd Sr. at a single fight of Devin Haney's?
He was. I'll give him that one. He was, because I think he was in the corner for the Mason Menard fight and the fight after that. He was there for the majority of the fights where Mason Menard. He fought him in when Showbox was still around. He was there for not the big fights, but he was there. But he was never officially his trainer though. It was always Bill.
No, you know how many people Devin worked with?
Exactly. He
worked with a lot of different
as
trainers.
the main trainer.
Listen what I'm saying. He works with a lot of different trainers because Bill Haney wasn't an actual trainer. He got into the game the same time Devin got into the game. He was learning to become a trainer the same time Devin was learning to become a fighter. So that's why Devin deals with so many different trainers, because Bill ain't start off as a trainer before Devin got into boxing. They got into it together, and they became a trainer and a fighter together. So that's the reason why Devin dealt with so many different guys, because Bill is not really a trainer per se. He only really trains Devin Haney. You don't see Bill really training anybody else. You might see him give guys pointers here and there, but he only really trains Devin Haney.
Yeah, Tio loves to talk about the dream Devin Haney with good reason. You know what I'm saying? Actual undisputed. You know, he don't have to going around bloviating about something that really didn't happen. Somebody that didn't leave $11 million on the table. So I'm sure that's why he'll want to, speak about Devin and not people that don't have fights. Um, we ran it down. We ran pretty much round on everything. I gotta ask Juan this because I don't know if I don't know if you answered this, Juan. Who you got in the Amanda Katie trilogy?
I got Amanda. I'm going for Amanda, but you know how it go. I said it on CDK show the other day, yesterday. I think it's because the way they score it, obviously, they score like amateur fighting, so it's just like whoever throws the most punches. But if they're doing the 3 minutes, I don't know if they're doing the 3 minutes, but if they're doing the 3 minutes, I got Amanda. But if they're doing the
2
2
minutes.
minutes, they doing it's going to Katie because Katie's just a worker.
Hey man,
They're doing 2.
It's 2 minutes.
You know,
I think Amanda.
Katie Taylor ain't doing no daggone 3 minutes. She gets stopped if she do 3 minutes.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
She be getting
Amanda Serrano said she wanted the 3 minutes, and Katie Taylor was like, "Hell, no, I'm good on that one."
Yeah,
Which
she
like
gets
you said, I
stopped if
understand
they do
it.
3 minutes.
Yeah, like if you think about it, right? If you think about it, I don't know how many amateur. When you go watch the fight and watch how they score, and you be like, okay, this kid got the one like the style as a pro, and then the other kid is just throwing punches because that's the way they score it. They score it if you most punches, I bet you get the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a lot of these guys, a lot of these dudes like Jermaine Ortiz, his style, he's always had that same style. He uses the ring and throws a lot of punches. That's always been his style. You watch him in the amateurs, that's always been the style. A lot of these dudes that are coming out the amateurs now, they still have a lot of their amateur style. That's why a lot of times you see them and they have that trouble adapting instead of, doing that. Katie's always had that style since the amateurs. You watch her back in when she was in the Olympics, it's always been the same style. She's just throwing punches. That just, you know what I'm saying? That's the way that she's always fought, and that's the way she's gonna always fight. So at this point, it's just like you can't change her.
But in women's boxing, throwing a lot of punches, it helps you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it definitely does because they're
right.
still scoring it as amateur boxing.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're scoring it as amateur,
No,
but I ain't gonna say that.
Not like
Go ahead.
exact the same, but if you think about it, right? If you watch a lot of the fights of her, right? How many fights haven't she? You think she probably lost this fight, but then they give it to her because she's just throwing a whole bunch of punches. That's her thing. That's like always been her thing. She's like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of fights. A whole bunch of punches this fight. Like, all right, cool. Because like the first fight, BVO said it. He thought she lost, and it's like, where did she win at? Because she was getting caught with bigger shots. Even the second fight, she was still getting caught with bigger punches. It was just like, where do you even think about it? Really think about it. Where in those 2 fights do you ever see her like winning? Did any of you guys have her winning those 2 fights?
Who?
Any of you? Katie Taylor.
Hell no. B3
no,
did.
Right?
B3.
No,
B3
right?
had her winning the first one. He had her winning the first fight.
I had Amanda winning the first one, and I had Katie edging the second.
one.
But
B3,
I'm gonna
you
be honest.
smoking
I picked Katie, so I may be biased. I do really want to rewatch it real quick. But y'all gotta admit that Amanda do be getting clipped with them counters. Like
She do.
Katie be letting her hands go.
Amanda, she not defensively responsible. She's slugging with you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get clipped when you slug like she do. At the same time, I thought there was a few times in that fight at least I believe the second fight. I thought it was a few times in the second fight where she could have stopped Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first fight was closer to me, but the second fight I definitely had Serrano winning. So
I had Serrano winning easily the second fight. I thought it was without a shadow of doubt you won that fight. And when they say Katie Taylor again, I was like, what was they watching?
Yeah,
All right. So when's the last time y'all all watched the first fight?
shit, it's been a while since I
Wow.
watched the first fight.
All right. So watch the first fight and see how many big shots Katie gets caught with, right?
Mhm.
And then watch the second fight and watch how many shots she still gets caught with. And you tell me, how the hell did she win that fight? Because she's just throwing punches.
Activity. Hey,
I know,
that's
like you
the
saying
same
the
way.
scoring system. I understand what you're saying.
It was the vanilla envelope pass through.
Yeah.
The
She's just throwing
Manila,
punches.
the Manila.
Remember, yeah, the vanilla. Remember, that
He said vanilla.
the second fight, Jake Paul and Eddie Hearn had $1 million bet. They had $1 million bet in that fight.
Hey, them
I'm gonna say this too, though. Like
them
another
folders
thing,
get passed out. Hey, you can't do nothing about them folders getting passed out. I'll be honest.
it don't look good like when a pressure fighter, like especially like a flat-footed fighter like Amanda. It's like it doesn't look good when she's getting hit coming forward. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, like you saw, so we got 20 rounds, right? Now, free, and I mean, a lot of people feel like Amanda probably won what 12 or 13 out of those 20, but
18.
right,
God
exactly.
damn.
You
So,
said, hold on, you thought you won 18 of the man.
like he's joking, but probably close to it. But my whole point is that it's the look of it when you watch when I'm gonna go back and watch one, like you said, and I know what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see that Amanda is there to be hit, and these judges are gonna score those blows, like
But
even if they don't feel like they heavy shots.
Yeah.
answer this question for me. You said that she doesn't look well getting hit coming forward. Well, how the hell do Katie look getting hit going backwards?
Just as
That's-
bad.
Because that's all she's doing. She's getting hit. She's getting hit. Look, if you watch the fight, literally,
I'm in agreement with you.
take the sound out, take the names away. Just look at the fight. Katie Taylor, especially in the second one. The first one, I say, okay, I could understand because the first one it was real close. But the second fight,
I'm gonna watch the second one
way
again tonight.
there's no way you can tell me that
Bruh,
Katie Taylor did not lose that fight.
I believe they deducted in like I can't remember what round.
They never deducted, I don't think, for the head.
No.
But
In the second fight, they definitely. I'm almost positive they deducted.
No, they didn't. They didn't, Dub.
and that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, I'm finna look. I bet they. What y'all want to? All right, I'm finna look it up right now. I bet they deducted something.
No,
in
it
that
was a
second
bad
fight.
head.
I remember.
They was like they stopped the fight a couple
Right.
times, but I don't think they took no point. But I'm gonna check real quick.
But I mean,
All right, hold on, wait. I got it
it
pulled up right now. I just pulled it up. Hold on. Second fight. That's the first.
Hey, we would have lost money right there, one.
Taylor lost 1 point for headbutting in the 8th round. They deducted a point, like I said. I remember.
I mean,
And looking, all three judges had it 95-94. So that means they had it 6 rounds to 4 for Katie Taylor.
No way.
All three.
There's no way.
All
They won.
No way.
I ain't see it that way. I thought Amanda Serrano won the second fight. Me personally,
Like
especially with the point deduction. Especially with the point deduction.
I give them the first fight. I say, okay, they can have the first fight. It was a close fight. I think Amanda Serrano got hit a little bit too much in the first fight. I think she pretty much spent all her load in the first half of that fight, and she got when she rocked Katie Taylor earlier in that fight. I think she spent a little bit too much of her load on that trying to get that stoppage, and so I think she got hit a lot in that first fight. But that second fight, it was hard for me to give Katie Taylor a round until like the later half of that fight. It was hard for me to give Katie Taylor a round. Katie Taylor was getting hit with she got rocked multiple times in that fight. And I'm not talking about in one round. I'm talking about multiple rounds. She got rocked multiple times and was getting hands put on her. And all three judges had it the same? No way. Not even close.
All I'm saying is hey, y'all next time when I want y'all to start betting me. If y'all sweat, y'all, hey.
Matter of fact, when we call this fight, I want everybody to get a piece of paper, put Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, and nobody say anything. Let Dub call the fight, and we're gonna score each round. And I want to see what the people have at the end of the fight. add up all of your scorecards, and we're going to have you put your scorecards on camera so we can see that you got a scorecard and you scored the fight. And I want to see who has what score from that fight before the judges say anything.
Amanda's gonna win this third fight. I'm just gonna say that, regardless of how we scored. I feel like Amanda, she should get the, because like you saying, Katie can't run from her. She got to be in there with her. And
I got you, Champ Ross.
Once she
Hey,
start
Champ, put me in the
landing them,
game, baby. Put me in the game, Champ.
salute to Champ Ross. Once Amanda crack her with a big shot, I think you never know. Like you saying, this you never know. They might try to stop Katie. They might try to stop it if Katie get hurt or something. You know what I'm saying, Dub? Like ain't no telling what a ref could do. You know what I'm saying? Because then she done lost 2 times already.
But I don't think, man, I ain't gonna lie. One thing, so I love both of these girls. You know what I'm saying? Katie and Amanda. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bigger fan of Amanda Serrano, me personally. I think that got something to do with her being from over here, closer, at least closer to over here, Puerto Rico. But shout out to what is it, Ireland? I think Katie from Ireland. Respect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, Katie Taylor can fight. Even in her fight against what was her name? Cameron. What's the lady's name?
Yeah.
Chantel. Thank you. Even then, I thought that when she lost that fight the first time, I thought it was a really close fight. And she's always in close fights. She just happened to get the nod against Amanda. And so I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad. But at the same time, I do think that the scoring is off sometimes. And so what can you do?
If Katie win this fight, man, people are gonna be sick to their stomach.
She get the trifecta. Man.
Yeah, man. People gonna be like, Katie, you can't stay in the wing. We don't want you in the States, though, boy. They're gonna be mad at Katie.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Nah, hey, wait a minute, real quick. It's gonna be close. Picasso, you out of order, man. Picasso said, I would love.
No, he said
both
I
of them
would
girls.
make.
I would make love. Well, Katie Taylor, she too thick of her neck too thick. So I'm gonna I say that respectfully. I say that's why she don't get knocked out. That's why she don't get knocked out.
Picasso, you wild, bro.
Man, man, Katie Taylor got a neck like Mike Tyson.
But you know that's where that chin come from. The chin come from the neck. So hey, shout out to Picasso, but you out of order, brother. You out of order.
I like my women built for comfort, man.
Picasso been at a couple of those slip and slide parties. He been at a couple of those slip and slide parties.
Some of them Diddy marathons. I see it.
Hey.
Not Katie Taylor. KT.
I couldn't.
Wow.
I couldn't do it on Katie, bro. I couldn't. Hey, Amanda, she a little old lady. I still rock with her. Katie, now you got it. Y'all got it.
Anytime.
I shouldn't even say this, but her sex appeal is.
Anytime Katie Taylor got a bigger neck than me, and I'm 200 pounds, something wrong. I'm 5'10", 200 pounds. She got a bigger neck than me.
That's why she don't get knocked out free. That's why she can't get knocked out.
Bree said she got a strong neck.
She be in the gym and she put that little headgear on that got the weight.
Yeah, you already know you know the neck gear.
That's all she do in the gym.
Yo, they crazy. Yo, they let that last fight go on with the headbutt. And with Amanda's eye like that. What?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Juan.
Real quick question. I know we talking about the fights and stuff like that. And we talking about the big fight, but I feel like one fight that's going out of everybody's what you gonna call it fight of view is the Puello. It's the Puello Matias fight. What y'all think about that?
I think Matias gonna win that fight. I think he might stop Alberto. Alberto falls into he falls into the trap of fighting other fighters. He's the taller, rangier fight, but he doesn't fight tall and rangy. He does at the beginning, and then he has that that he falls into the trap and end up fighting the other opponent's fight, and he wants to battle it out and mix it up. And with a guy like Matias, that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to mix it up.
But in that fight, I'm gonna just tell you in that fight, that's a 50-50 fight in my personal opinion. I can't say right now who I'm picking. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. But I think that if Puello fight behind his jab, one of the things when he beat Antoine, right? That man was fighting behind his jab. You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to go into this fight the exact same way. I think Antoine is a much better boxer than Matias is. And so if Puello can sit there behind his jab and really utilize his length, his range, I think that he has a good chance to win. But I always say, man, when you find somebody like Matias, respectful. I say it respectful. I believe the brother killed somebody one time. I say that respectfully. Unalived him. My apologies. Mm-hmm. And so when you got a puncher like that, with that, I mean, that's hard to deal with. So if I'm just looking at it purely boxing, I'm going with Puello. But like Free said, man, don't go in there and fight the wrong fight if you want to. And hey, you're gonna be on the stretcher out there, respectfully. You're gonna be on the stretcher. And I think that you can definitely hurt Puello. I don't think Puello, and we gotta see, because I believe Puello, he done been confirmed or was on drugs, PEDs at one point in time as well. So we gotta see what happened. But man, that's a hell of a fight. I love that fight. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good fight. I think it is a 50-50 fight. It can go either way. I just favor Matias because Matias is going to make you fight. Matias, he's one of those guys, and he's a big puncher. Alberto has absolutely no power, none whatsoever. And with a guy like Matias,
I disagree with that.
With a guy like Matias, you're going to either have to outbox him or you're going to have to make him respect you. And if you can't do either, you got a problem on your hands.
Well, the guy that uses his head to get beat up, I don't think I think Tua gonna watch him. Skills pay the bills. I get what y'all saying, but the guys that he lost to were like mediocre at best. Puello is a top flight 140-pound fighter. He beat Gary Antoine. He beat him. There is no question.
That was a close fight. That was a really close fight.
But this is what I'm saying. He beat him though. He beat him. So my whole thing is if he can beat a guy like that, Severo Matias should be easy work for him.
But he lost to what's the brother name?
Sandor Martin.
No. He didn't lose to Sandor Martin. Did he lose to Sandor Martin?
He lost to him. They gave him the fight, but he lost to him.
Okay. No.
I'm about to say, I thought they gave him that fight against Martin.
No. I'm talking about Matias.
He lost to Pirro.
He lost to Pirro.
Pirro. And I say it respectfully, Liam Pirro. That man, he decent. I don't think he no world beater.
Keyshawn laced that dude.
Yo, I don't think he no world beater.
No.
So and I don't think he fought Keyshawn. I think you might be out of order with that one. I don't think.
Hold on, no, he did because he had a WBO. Didn't
Hitchens beat up Perro. I don't know who you thinking about.
Oh, sorry, Hitchens. I'm thinking. Sorry, you're right. That's the IBF. My bad.
Now and it was at 40. Keyshawn just moved up to 40. That's the only reason I was saying it, because I was like, I don't think he done fought him yet. But who cares about that fight? All I'm saying is, hey, I think Matias, I think that the brother, he can get hit. You know what I'm saying? His defense ain't the best. He a flat-footed, come-forward fighter. He got great power. But at the same time, you got to have avenues to land your power. And I don't know if he has the avenues to land his power against somebody like Puello. But at the same time, if he does land, And I done seen plenty of times where Puello sit in the pocket way too long, especially with the reach and length that he has. I thought he did it, and that's that dog in him. I ain't got no problem with it. Sometimes when you a dog, that's what you do. But at the same time, man, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough fight right there. I don't know who to pick in that one yet. I can't say.
People get me with this.
Oh, your mic out of order. Your mic out of order. Your mic out of order, brother. It's out of. Or is that me, y'all? Y'all tell me if it's me.
Is my mic better now? Test.
Oh, you crispy. You crispy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man.
Better.
That dude's a bum, dude. Like, I don't know who he even beat. He's just black and scary, but he's not good. He's not good. If you can box, it's been proven. If you Matias. Yeah, bro, if you can box, you're gonna beat him. He's garbage.
Hold on, BVO. Say that guy's a bum, dude. Say that one more time for me.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't fall into the traps.
You're a goofball. But I would say that, man, this dude's a bum, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Your cats got me going crazy with this. This dude, Matias, is nothing more than a dark punching bag. That's what he is. He's a black punching bag.
Well, you out of order. You all the way out of order for saying that the man is a black punching bag. You definitely out of order for that. And for calling the man a bum, because that man can fight. At the same time, I think you got to give him different looks. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there, and that's why I think that Puello has a really good shot at winning the fight, because if you go in there and box him, you know what I'm saying, frustrate him, you have a chance to beat him. If you don't allow him to land his power, you know what I'm saying, even with the shots, if you can catch him accordingly, you know what I'm saying, be in range and stay out of range at the same time, you can beat an individual like Matias. All he gonna do is walk forward to you. That's it. It ain't like he gonna utilize footwork. So I can kind of see what you're saying, but at the same time, to call the man a bum, that's wild right there to me. Respect.
I only asked that question because I know that after the last fight with Sandor Martin, everybody's kind of questioning Puello and stuff like that. Again,
and real quick, Juan, Sandor Martin can fight. That man can box his ass off. Respect.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. I was going to say that. I was going to say Sandor Martin makes a lot of dudes look silly. So I don't know how we score in this fight. Obviously, I know now everybody's picks, but even for them to be, you know, as close as they are, because I think the odds is kind of close. I think Puello kind of like walks this dude. Matias, yeah, as much fun as he is to watch fight and stuff like that, I just don't think he doesn't have no defense. He has no offense, just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he relies on his power. That's really all he relies on. And when Pero came in there and jabbed him to death, literally jabbed him to death, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know what to do. So, you know, I expect the same thing with Puello. I really don't. Yeah, he's honestly, yeah, he is a bum. He's a bum.
What are y'all talking about? He's garbage.
Hold on. You saying Matias is a bum?
Yeah, man. Matias is a scrub, bro.
Y'all out of order tonight, man. Y'all out of order, cause
man, dude, where have you been watching? Dub, he been getting his ass whipped. What are you talking about?
He only what the man got 3 losses.
Two losses.
He got 2 losses, but in every fight he getting his ass whooped. Man, he putting hands on him,
and then he stopped somebody.
Yeah, but you look at the dudes. All right, so let's look at the dudes that he the last 2 dudes he beat. He beat Roberto Ramirez and Gabriel Gonzalez Venzuales, whatever the hell this dude's name is. Venezuela, my fault. One dude 26. One dude was 26-3. Yeah, the last 2 dudes he beat weren't even ranked, I think.
We're talking about Sabril.
Yeah. No, we're talking about Matias. The last 2 dudes he beat weren't even thing. I'll give him credit for the fight before Paro, because that dude was tough as nails. I'll give him that one. But besides that, he got a Malik Hawkins win, and that's okay. And I don't know
Malik
how to pronounce this.
Hawkins, he work
Hold
at the
on.
local school,
Did
man. He's a bum.
hold on. Did he fight? What's the brother name? Jukin.
Richardson
No,
Hitchens.
no. Jukin something. What's the brother name?
Jukin. Yeah, something like that, right?
It's Jukin something. I can't remember the brother name
Yeah,
specifically.
that was okay. He wasn't a world beater. He wasn't that. He wasn't that man. Yeah, he was okay.
Hold on, y'all gotta stop this, man.
Hold on,
Everybody can't be trash.
Okay.
Everybody can't be trash. Everybody that's boxing can't be trash, bro.
Okay. So
these niggas like they good. He's garbage, bro. He's garbage.
Jukin Bayev. I think the brother name is Jukin Bayev or something like that. I can't.
that man was a part-time Uber driver. What are you talking about, bro?
Man,
You can buy it. It's 30.
Yo, he drive. Hey, hold on. That dude do DoorDash with B3 and drive Lyft with me.
Oh, here we
That
go.
dude is good, bro. What was you talking about?
That dude, he trained with Bomac.
I don't understand how everybody is trash, bro. Everybody can't be trash.
Malik Hawkins dropped off my package this morning. What you talking about, son? Like, what we really talking about?
Security. Where is security at, man? Where is security at? Hey,
you tripping,
man, y'all out of order tonight, man. All I'm trying to tell you, y'all trying to tell me everybody is trash.
I'm not saying everybody trash. I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying his resume is trash.
All right.
His resume is butt.
Hold
His
on.
resume is really
We
butt.
didn't say Pulo was trash. We said Matias is trash. If you can box, you're gonna beat him. Remember when he was talking all that stuff? Devin Haney, you witch. Devin Haney, you witch. And we all knew Devin Haney was gonna beat the black off of him, man. Because he can't fight. All he can do is take all them punches. He like Punisher. He's nothing more than 140-pound Joe Joyce.
Man, y'all out of order. Y'all out of order, and it's ridiculous. And it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful the way y'all talking about boxing right now.
How am I out of order? How am I out of order?
Well, if you listen, I'm trying to tell you because what you're sitting here co-signing, and one, you know what, you may not be out of order. Maybe the co-signing that you're doing for BVO, that's probably what's out of order. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I done watched a lot of boxing in my life. Right. Maybe I think y'all probably don't watch more boxing than I have, probably. But at the same time, I can tell you that Matias, excuse me, that he's not a bum. He's not trash. If you want to say he can get outboxed, okay, I can go with that. But for y'all to sit here and man, I'm just.
All I can say is this, man.
I want to run.
Yeah, well, hey, you won't order from yourself. When I order, you the only person I order up here.
Dub, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna stop calling them trash. Dub, I'm gonna stop calling them trash. He's toilet water.
Said this, man.
That boy is toilet water.
Oh Lord, Matias, the man literally killed somebody in the ring.
Man, the kid was standing in front of him all fight. What else was he do? I mean,
here we go. All right.
Dub, I guarantee you, for 12 rounds, if you punch somebody in the
say this, man.
You out of order. All right. Now I'm out of order.
You out of order, man. What you talking about? The dude is a bum, man. Stop trying to. Hey,
free, if you're listening, we need you to go with your handcuffs to Cleveland. We need you to go to Cleveland with your handcuffs, free. So this is ridiculous. And then, Juan, where you at, Juan? You in New York?
Nah, I ain't in New York. I'm in Connecticut.
Okay, well, hey, free, we need you to go to Connecticut too. We need these Negroes. We need these Negroes arrested. Arrest these Negroes because they don't know shit about boxing.
Oh, that's crazy.
I love y'all.
Stop at Randall Robbins first and get Dub right side trying to anoint it like he's Felix Trinidad or something. This dude is not good, bro. This ain't Miguel Cotto you talking about. This is a dude who get punched in the face till you get tired. Then he hits you with a lucky shot. He's not good.
Shout out to Champ Ross, man. Hey, shout out to Champ Ross.
He's not good, man.
At least Champ Ross. I know that brother knows something about boxing. So shout out to
Champ Ross has got you video. He said Matias is a bum, but Jake Paul don't say a bad word about him because he's from Cleveland. That's crazy work.
Shout
He
out to
said
Champ
Jake
Rock, man.
Paul. He said, hold on. You
Now,
said
he
I'm
said,
saying about Jake Paul.
He said Matias is a bum, but Jake Paul don't say a bad word
only
about Matias.
thing you do,
Because he's
BVO,
from Cleveland.
you kissing the man boots. You kissing that man boots.
Oh, hold on. Okay. You crazy. See, you know, Dub say stuff to make you want to grab him, man. This brother saying kissing boots. Dude, crazy, man.
Hey,
But
look. Y'all my family, man. I love y'all. But
hey,
you out of order.
we love you
You
too.
out of
But you
order.
can't tell me a dude who do nothing but get his head beat in is good, bro. Stop it, man. The dude is not good. Now I'm being a little overzealous saying he's a bum. He's not a bum, but he is a D+ fighter, bro. He's a D+ fighter.
He's not
D+?
a bum. He's not a bum. He's toilet water. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. I'm sorry. He's
D+?
toilet water. He toilet water at that
Bro,
point.
the most mediocre dudes in the world be going in there beating him.
Y'all got it. Clearly, I don't know shit about boxing. I don't know nothing about boxing.
The guy, I didn't say that. The guy who he unalive used to stand in front of the store asking for change. I don't think that's somebody that you even
That's
count, bro.
crazy. Because the guy he unalive gave me an Uber ride one day. That's crazy.
The dude should stand. That's the dude that stood in front of the gas and say, "Hey, you got $1, bro? You got $1, bro?" That's what he do. But you know, of course, Dub is in that mood, man. He want to get this dude praying like this is Phoenix Trinidad or Miguel Cotto we talking about. This ain't nothing but a dog.
I'm not saying he that good. What I'm saying is he a deadly fighter. If he can land his, then you're gonna be in trouble. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, if he beats him,
even hold on real quick. And the other thing I also said is I think that Puello is the better boxer. If Puello fight behind his jab, I think he's gonna win the fight. But at the same time, man, it only take one shot to put your lights out. We seen it with Brian Norman versus what's the brother name? Sasaki. That brother lost 6 weeks of his memory, respectfully.
Man, that brother ran into that punch, bro. We gotta stop playing. That dude sucks too, man. That dude sucks too, man.
See, and this is why boxing get no credit because everybody trash. According to y'all, everybody trash.
I ain't say he sucked. I just said Matias sucked, and he really does suck.
And B Norman, my favorite fighter. When he get in there with Devin, he got a fight on his hands. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Man, hold on. First off, B Norman ain't your favorite fighter. First off, you're lying to the people because clearly you've been saying that Mel Charlo is your favorite fighter.
He's not active.
Hold on, wait a minute, man. Let me finish.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
They're calling the nonsense out. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to weed through this stuff, man. We got the garden out here. We got flowers popping up, and y'all the weeds out here, man. Y'all feel like we gotta weed through it. We gotta pull the weeds up and address them at the roots so they don't come back. That's what we gotta do. And so all I'm trying to tell you, Mel Charlo is your favorite fighter. Well, you just see, it's a fact when I say it, but then you just said that Junior is your favorite. Come on, man. He's
my favorite active fighter. Jamel's been inactive.
Listen. Devin Haney, and this is a true story. Devin Haney is my favorite fighter, right?
Right.
My second favorite fighter is that bad man from Georgia. Because I'm a Georgia boy like he is. And like I said, I ain't picking the fight until the last until I have to, because I love both of them brothers. But hey, we don't need y'all. We don't need y'all on the bandwagon. We gonna run and do what we do around in Georgia. That's what we gonna do. So hey, shout out to you, BVO. You know you know how we talk behind the scenes. You know this is all for color. This is color right here. Color commentary is what they would call it. You my brother. I love you, man. Don't put that. Hey, don't put that nonsense on Junior name. Don't put that. We don't need. Hey, don't put that nonsense on Junior name now. Respectfully, I say that respectfully.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hold on. You got an accent now. You got an accent.
I got a broomstick. I got a broomstick right here that beat Matthias. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I got a broomstick right here that beat
You said
Matthias.
a broomstick.
Well, that's out of order, bro. That's out of order, man.
Hey,
You see the
put the chopped cheese together, brother. Put the chopped cheese together.
Now, on that note, you got a Puerto Rican. All time I'm taking somebody's manhood. This person say you got a broomstick. On that note,
I don't know nothing.
Ain't nobody was talking about that.
I don't know nothing
Ain't
about
nobody
that.
talking about
I
that.
don't
See,
know
that's
nothing about that one.
you was definitely at them Diddy's parties, huh? You was definitely at them Diddy parties.
No, that brother
I
talking
don't
about
know nothing about the broomstick.
BVO was the security guard in there.
Chef Ross, you caught it. You caught it. The Puerto
That
Rican
brother
man.
said the broomstick.
Man, you talking about getting broomsticks out on men? I don't know, man. You might have with them brothers a little bit more pride. I get it.
Hey, hold on. What is it? New Jack City? Was that New Jack City?
What? What dude put that broomstick? I don't know what that was on. That's sick. I don't even want to think about it. But I'll say this.
That's crazy work.
on that note, we seen the true Ron hates on Floyd Mayweather because we beat Miguel Cotto. Now you talking about broomstick and black man. This guy's crazy.
First of all, he's not black. First of all, he's Puerto Rican. First of all. Second of all,
we accept Puerto Rican. Black folks always show look.
Not with BVO. Not with BVO. Listen, right? So what was it, 2 days ago? 2 days ago, right? Because I gave my opinion. On Floyd Mayweather. He was really, really mad.
No, he was in here lying, bro. That's what he was doing. He made me cuss, Dub. He was lying so much. What pissed me off, man? This dude be lying. He's lying. This dude's a liar, bro. He lying about
B3.
We beat Makoto. We beat Cotto, and the niggas mad. We beat Cotto. So I don't want to hear your Puerto Rican niggas.
Who is weak, man? You done went French on me again, man. Who is weak?
He said, we.
Floyd Mayweather, man. Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Okay.
We went in there and we smashed Cotto. And this nigga won't give us our credit. So that's
I didn't say I wasn't giving you. I didn't say I didn't give you your credit. All I said was, I said Floyd picked and chose his opponents when to fight him. I said.
You got me ready to cuss right now. That's a lie. That's a Puerto Rican lie.
That's a Puerto Rican lie. Okay. So
everybody.
What was the hold on?
We fought Jad. We fought De La Hoya. We fought them all. Ricky Hatton. We beat them all.
Hold on. I got one. All right. So when Ricky Hatton fought Floyd, what was the fight prior? What weight was it at?
Was it what?
What weight was it at? Yup. Juan Manuel Marquez. What fight was that before him? What weight was he at? 135 pounds. Come on, bro.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What
you picking and choosing?
Hold on.
How am I picking and choosing?
Hold on. Wait a minute, Juan. What does it have to do with anything?
No, he's saying, right? We were saying that he would like, because of the Roy Jones thing. He was like, he was mad about that. All I said was, I believe that Sugar Ray beats him. And he went on a whole rampage, and I just said what I said. I was like, well, if he didn't pick and choose his opponents.
Hold on. The niggas lying.
No, that's what I exactly said.
We beat everybody. We beat everybody.
Who you beat? You ain't doing it.
We beat everybody.
You ain't do it.
You hating.
You ain't do it. He did it. You ain't do it. But again, like I said, there's always those asterisks around Floyd. Why did Floyd fight, Manny 5 years? Even though I think he beats Manny, no matter what time it is.
But that was Manny.
Manny ran from us. Manny ran from us.
Was the problem? Manny was.
No, and I did it, and I never said that, and I never said he was a problem.
But you can't sit here and say why.
You did. You can't play both sides. You can't play both sides.
Listen. So even that, right?
Tell the people you a liar, bro. Tell the people you a liar, dog. Just go ahead and tell them you a liar.
You ain't got to do none of that.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of that because first of all, I ain't lying because he fought 200 for not even two. He fought 140 pounder. He fought 135 pounder. I had said mind you at that point, right?
Then he fought
Hold on.
We started at 126.
Hold on.
Nigga, we started at 126.
So and the man started and Marlon Worker started at 115 pounds. What point do you really have? What point do you really have?
We went to 54. No hydration.
You fought an old Oscar. You even said it. You said it. You was like prime Oscar beats Floyd. You said it.
I can't stand no.
Man, y'all, hold on. Wait a minute. 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 I just gotta ask this. One, are you telling me you don't believe Floyd fought everybody?
No, he did it. He didn't fight Winky. He avoided Winky. You know that's true. He avoided Winky for years. He was like, nah, I ain't fighting that man.
Winky, what? Before, and I said respect. Winky, one of my favorite fighters. I love the high guard. But at the same time, what weight did Winky fight?
He fought 54, and he was wait. He said it. He was like, I will go down to 47 to fight you if you want me to. He was waiting for him the whole time. He didn't fight. He didn't fight Margarito. He didn't fight Paul Williams.
Margarito was Peter.
Margarito was cheating. So what? You lose to him. He lost.
All right, bro, you got it. You
didn't fight Paul Williams. You didn't fight Paul Williams. You didn't fight Paul Williams.
If you're gonna tell me, all right, go ahead.
You didn't fight Paul Williams.
That fight never came up. Paul Williams.
All right.
You gotta stop lying, man. You gotta stop lying.
And then Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman had the 47.
You mad because you whipped Miguel Cotto's ass, man. And I'm saying right here, man.
I don't care if he wins anything. I'm just pointing out the facts. He didn't fight certain people in it, and he fought certain fighters past their primes. That's all I pointed it out. That's a cap. So he fought a prime Shane Mosley. He fought a prime Shane Mosley.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to sleep.
He was pound when we beat him.
Dub. He fought a prime Shane Mosley.
Just say you ahead.
Dub. He fought a prime Shane Mosley. He fought a prime Cotto.
Hold on. Real quick, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the same Shane Mosley who had just came off of whipping Margarito, like you brought up. The same Shane Mosley who had just whooped before Margarito, I believe. What was it? Was it Mayorga? I believe it was Mayorga. I could be wrong.
Wasn't Mayorga?
Shane Mosley did. He lost to Miguel Cotto. I give credit where credit is due, but at the same time, Shane Mosley was still the goods at the time.
Mm-hmm. He was still the goods at the time. He was goddamn near 40. He was still the goods at the time.
All right.
What happened when you sent your best boy to us? What happened when you sent your best boy to us?
Who cares?
We almost knocked that nigga out. That nigga got laced.
Who? And your boy was crying when his nose started bleeding. Come on, bro. Stop killing.
Man, y'all head butted us, bro. Y'all head butted us.
That was that jab thrown into his face. What are you talking about? What are we really talking about? Hold
on. Now that's funny. Y'all niggas talking about a doggone jab. We talking about we won. We talking about we won.
Bro, all I said was this. Literally, all I said was this.
Just say you hate Floyd.
I don't hate Floyd. I don't hate Floyd, but do I think he's the best ever? No.
TBE, nigga.
No.
TBE, nigga.
All right, so
he's the best.
So he's the best ever?
Hey, Juan, real quick, Juan. Who do you think the best ever is?
Sugar Ray Robinson. There's nobody else. There's nobody else there. Maybe Henry Armstrong and maybe Archie Moore. Maybe. There's nobody else.
I can't disagree with that list.
There's nobody else. When we talking about greatest time, and I'm not going to take away anything.
We talking about the best of our generation. We ain't talking about all time. We talking about the best.
When you're saying to the best ever, you're talking about being the best fighter ever of all time. That's what you talk about. We learned this in elementary school. When you say ever, it's all time. Let's stop the cap.
We can't even do that. Floyd not even top 5, bro. Floyd not even top 5.
So why are you calling him TBE? You'd be like, yo, he's the best of his era. That's it.
He's the best of his era. That's what I said.
That's it. And I'm not going to take that away from him. And I'm not taking that away from him. All I said was he avoided certain fights and fought certain fighters at their prime.
And we're going to fight Triple G.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. If Triple G wasn't fighting Andre Ward, he's not going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Stop it.
54.
Let's stop the cap. Come on. He was not going to fight no damn Triple G.
Floyd. Oh, we beat Canelo.
Oh, and you fought Canelo. You fought the great. That's great. But Floyd was not going to fight no Triple G. Let's just stop the cat right
Bro,
here.
you line them up, we knock them down. That's what we do. We lock them
Who's
up.
this we? Who is
That's
this
what we do.
we? You're not in
I
the
told
gym
you the
with this
man
man.
was French, man. I told you the man was French.
Who is this we? We're not in the gym with this man.
That man is
Who
French.
is this we? All I said was this. Listen, look, this is literally all I said. All I said to it was like, yo, he didn't fight everybody. He didn't. He picked and chose a certain way when he fought certain fighters. The Pacquiao fight, I will give you that. That was a whole.
We watched it.
I'm gonna cuss right here. That was a whole shit show for the 5 years. But there were certain fighters, and you can't even lie, though, that he did.
I can't listen to this nigga lie, bro. I'm about to start cussing, bro. I can't listen to this nigga lie.
Oh my God, here we go.
I'm about to start cussing, bro.
D3, what did I say the other day?
This nigga's a liar, bro. You know that we fought everybody. All you want to do.
Who is we? What?
This we? Who is this we? Are you in the gym with me? You definitely the spit bucket man, huh? I seen you on TV.
We ain't gonna do BVO like that. We ain't gonna do BVO like that. Now. He ain't.
Nah, he does B3 every day like that. That's crazy. Cause you be doing B3 real dirty.
Uncle Stitch said that. That's why we said. Uncle Stitch said, "I'll have you be the spit bucket man." Uncle Stitch said that. But like I said, you lying Puerto Rican nigga. We beat everybody. Stop lying.
Who is this we? You didn't do anything. Who is this we? You're not French. There you go. That's better.
I'm cleaning it up. Mayweather beat everybody. Y'all niggas don't want to give him this credit because he's from the Midwest. He was gonna fight Triple G, but Triple G didn't give us the fight because Al said no. We was gonna beat up Triple G. Another one of your heroes.
I give Floyd all the credit in the world. I love Floyd.
I'm not saying you do. I'm talking about this line nigga Juan. He get up here and try to talk crazy about Floyd like we didn't do everything. We did everything.
Oh my God! Here we you just be talking about crazy about Floyd all the time. Ow!
I never talk crazy about Floyd.
Man. Here we go.
He's a lame, but he can fight. The motherfucker can fight.
And I never said he could. I just said he avoided certain fighters and he just picked and choose. That's all. And he can do whatever he wants. He could do whatever he wants. All right, he could do whatever. After he beat Oscar, he could have done whatever he wanted, and he did. That's great. That's great for him. He made a whole bunch of money. He made a whole bunch of money while doing it.
Technically, we was undisputed.
Yeah, I was not. No.
We had 3 belts. You had
3 belts. So you only had 4. You ain't. No. He was never. He was close to. When he fought Zab, he was supposed to have the undisputed fight. He was close.
No. When he fought Manny Pacquiao, we had 3 belts on our waist, man.
What 3 belts? BVO, what 3 belts?
WBC, we had a WBC. We had a WBO from Pacquiao.
No. That's not true.
Hold on.
No, that's not true.
IBF. We was missing IBF. That's all.
No, that's not true. That's not true. None of them had. IBF was Arrow 1. That's how you. That's how I know I got you now.
No.
IBF, yes. Who was IBF? Who was IBF?
Hold on, BVO. Before you, hold on, BVO. You know, I'm your brother. And I love you. But
we all love you.
I'm just gonna tell. Just being honest, I think Floyd had 2 belts at that time, going into the Manny Pacquiao fight. I think there was 2 belts on the line. I don't think it was 3. Definitely the IBF wasn't there. I don't think the WBA.
had it.
Hold on, but I don't think the WBA was there either. So it was 2.
Keith had one, and you might be right. Kel had the other one because I think the Kel fight was that fight.
All I'm saying is don't. Hell, let me look it up. Shit, fuck, I'll look it up.
All I know is you co-sign this nigga lying about Floyd. That's what he do. He get up here.
I'm not co-signing nothing. I'm trying to keep you from lying. I'm trying to keep you to be honest as well.
IBF. Kell Brook had the IBF. Manny Pacquiao had the WBO. We got that. And we had the WBC we got from Victor Cruz. I think that's his name. Victor, whatever. The dude that tried to
fight. That fight happened in 2011.
Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz, my bad. Victor Ortiz.
No, you good.
And I think we had the WBA. I can't remember if we had the WBA title. I can't remember if we had that.
I don't think he did though. Hold on. I'm looking it up now. Give me a second.
I don't know. I can't talk this
What's good?
All right, so this is how it went. Hold on, real quick, BVO. So this is how it went. So Floyd fought Victor Ortiz at 46. You know what I'm saying? End up winning the WBC, or the WBC was on the title. Shout out to Jose, and this is boxer right here. Shout out to supervisor Jose Suleiman. Then he fought Miguel Cotto. That was the WBC. Fought again Robert Guerrero, the Ghost. That was for the WBC. Then fought Canelo Alvarez, Saul, what they call him. That was for the WBC. And then he fought Marcos Madonos twice, right? He won the first time in a majority decision. That was for the WBC. The second time was for the WBC. Then he fought Manny Pacquiao in 2015. That was for the WBC and the WBO. Yeah, it wasn't never no like.
I thought.
Real quick.
Hold on, 1 second. I thought Matias had the WA because he beat Adrian Broner for it.
Real quick, listen, y'all.
I'm just reading off the box rate. I'm just reading off the box rate.
Dub. You're not gonna find WBA in the box rec. They took it out, so you're not gonna find that.
Okay. I might be out of order then.
Yeah, because I know that. What was the guy we talking about? Chico McDonald was WA champion because he beat AB for that belt. So he had a WA, WC, and then we beat Manny Pacquiao for WO. Kell Brook had the IBF. That's before he lost the era. And we chose to fight former champion Andre Berto because it was our last fight. We was undisputed.
Who is this we? I'm trying to figure out who is this we.
You gotta start with the we stuff, brother.
Y'all do is get on my nerves. Man, we talk about boxing, man. Y'all brothers focus on how I'm saying it. All I say is this: Floyd was undisputed. He had 3 belts. Back in his time,
was never undisputed. Floyd
was never undisputed. He was close to. He was close to. He won when Zab lost to Carlos Balderman, where he was the undisputed champ. Something happened there where he kept the IBF. He was close to. If Zab had beat Carlos Balderman, yes, he would have been undisputed.
The thing was, listen. This is how it went. Floyd said he was undisputed because he owned, in his time when he was coming up, you only need 3 belts. The problem with that is, at that time, the 3 belts that you needed was the IBF, the WBA, the WBC. He never had the IBF. That's what Kell Brook had. So when Floyd said that, he was correct. You only needed 3 belts at one time. But he never had the IBF. Kell Brook had the IBF.
No, he did, because when you and once again, I'm looking at box right now, and it's crazy. We going back to 2006. I graduated in 2006. Shout out to me. But when he beat Zab Judah, he won the IBF and the IBO. Then he went and fought Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Hold on, wait. Let me just finish. Okay, go ahead.
No, I know what you're saying, but what we're talking about, the time that he had the 3 belts, they wanted him to fight Kell Brook for undisputed. Kell Brook had the IBF. He had the WBO, the WBA, and the WBC. They wanted the Kell Brook fight. He said, I don't need to fight Kell Brook because when I was coming up, you only needed 3 belts. I already got 3 belts. But the IBF was one of the belts that you needed. He didn't have the IBF at that time.
But the thing is, Free, the belts that he had after the Baltimore fight, right? The belts that were on the line was the IBA, the IBO, and the WBC, right?
But they don't count the WBA no more. That's why he said
boxing. So when you look at what
you're confusing it. The WBA is not part of BoxRec no more. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. So when you look at it, right, and January 7th, when he fought Judah, right, technically when it was still part of it, the WBA, the WBC, and the ring were the fight the Judah Balderman. When he lost it, he only had the IBF at the time because Balderman, I think, didn't want to pay the sanctioning fees.
Right.
Then when he fought Floyd, he lost the belt on the scale because I believe he came in overweight. So he was never undisputed. He was lineal because he beat the man that beat the man. He was always lineal. And that was, not gonna lie there. He was always lineal. For 10 plus years, he was always lineal. but he never was undisputed. He was close to becoming undisputed a couple of times, but he was never undisputed.
Man, how did we get this far into the weeds?
I don't know, man. Talking to Juan and he's lying about Floyd. That's what happened, man. That's what you do when you got a
D Free, you was here the other day. What did I say about Floyd Mayweather?
As far as what?
When we was talking about Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather, what did I say?
Floyd Mayweather was a good fighter, but he was never on the level of Roy Jones.
Simple as that. And then I said,
hold on. Dub, you going live tonight? I can't take no lie. I'm about to start cussing here, man. Dub, you going live tonight, man?
He was never. He was at that time. He was never on the level of Roy Jones at that time. Floyd Mayweather didn't become the superstar that we know now.
Hey, I'm live tonight, man. 11:30. I'm live tonight, man. I'm live tonight. 11:30.
He's just always cussing. You don't need to cuss.
No, I don't cuss, man. I'm just saying y'all two Puerto Ricans getting up here hating on Floyd.
No, but
you need to stop hating, man.
The thing is, Floyd didn't become the man until he beat Oscar. Prior to that, it was all Roy Jones. Roy Jones was the man from 94 to 99. He was the man. When Roy Jones was the man, Floyd was just beginning his career. Floyd is a year behind me. I graduated in 94. Floyd was 17 at 94. He was 17 years old. So when Roy Jones was the man, Floyd was just coming into the pros. He was just getting started. He wasn't the man at that time. He became the man after he fought Oscar. He was
BVO,
a good fighter.
BVO, check your texts, man. Check your text messages. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. All I'm trying to tell you is this. Hey, Floyd is a hell of a fighter, and in my personal opinion, I think Floyd is a top 5 all-time fighter. I can't put him number 1, but definitely top 5, maybe top 3, in my opinion. That's my opinion. So I ain't mad at anything that y'all are saying, but
hey, I'm done with it, man. Like I said, I don't like cussing on this. I don't like cussing on our channel, man. But you know, Juan, man, you gotta stop getting up here with this BS, bro. Floyd is a great fighter.
I never said he wasn't a great fighter. I never said he wasn't a great fighter, bro. That's what I'm saying.
If he had curly hair, that'd be your favorite fighter. Just like Shakur.
Nah, stop it. And first of all, Shakur is definitely not my favorite fighter. I said I'm a Shakur fan, definitely not my favorite fighter. But okay. Okay.
On that note, man, get ready for a Braun burner. We got our star back, Dub right side back, man. You know, it's like when Kobe was off injury, man. So we got Kobe back, man. So get ready to watch it. We're gonna have a great show. And this is what you're going to be seeing, stuff like this.
I do it for the children. You can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody. The Varnell man. Did you mean he's mine?
On that note, man, we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hello. It is your girl Maya, and I just wanted to give a shout out to my fellas at BVO Boxing. What's up, fellas? How are you guys? Hopefully great. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Peace.